this is CJ from Tutorial Like. Today I'm showing you another rainbow loom tutorial. I'm going to be showing you the mustache tail cuff, which is, you're only going to need one row of pegs on your rainbow loom, and it's an extremely reversible bracelet. You can have the one side where it has a bunch of mini mustaches on it, or you can have the other side where it's all a bunch of fishtails. So the supplies you will need to make this bracelet is one loom, a rainbow loom hook or a crochet hook, and rubber bands. Today I am using my multicolor band. Get your supplies and get ready for step one. This is step one. First, you're going to pop out one row on your rainbow loom. This is all you will need, or else it will get stuck in all these blue pieces. You just want to throw your other loom away. Don't actually throw it away. You're actually going to need it for other bracelets in the future. So I'm going to get my multicolor bin out, and my rainbow loom organizer. And what I want to do, I'm going to be using this whole row of pegs. So what I want to do is I want to take one rubber band, make it into the figure 8 or the infinity sign, and then I want to take another rubber band, and I don't want to connect these two. These two are going to be completely separate, like you're making two fishtails on one row of pegs. See? You're not going to be doing that. So I'm going to continue this all the way down my loom. I'll be right back. Now what I want to do is I need something for these rubber bands to go over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another rubber band, twist it into the figure 8 on top of these two, connecting these two pegs from the second to the third. For the first row, I want to do the first to the second. Now I'm going to do the second to the third. Now I'm going to go to third to fourth to fifth, sixth to seventh, eighth to ninth. Now you're going to continue this for all your empty rows. So before I added this figure 8 on, there was nothing on this one peg. Now, since I took this rubber band and I put it on top of this rubber band, this one finally has a rubber band on it. Now, your goal to make this bracelet is to have 2 rubber bands on every peg once you loop one over. So now what you want to do is going onto the first peg, putting it. You will not need any more twisting from here on out. You're going to loop into the first to the second, and doing pretty much like your first row of figure 8s. So then you're going to go from here to here, and here to here. I'll be right back. So now I've went all the way down to the second to the last peg, and I've looped that one over the top. So now what you want to do is you want to take your hook and bring it down all the way. So after you've done that, since you already put your normal rubber bands already for the first to second, you're going to go to the second to third and go to that one. Now you're going to continue this, skipping pegs like that all the way down. I'll be right back. So now after I've laid down all my rubber bands onto this peg, this one finally has a buddy. But I don't want to loop that one over the top yet, because your goal is to leave 2 rubber bands on, and then if I loop this one over the top, it only have one, and it'd be a different bracelet that's going to be in a later tutorial called the Dragon Scale Cuff. So what I want to do is I don't want to bring this one over the top because it doesn't have a rubber band, and then it'd only have one and then be tighter around the wrist. So I want to go to the second peg, bring this loop over the top, bring this loop over the top, bring this loop over the top, and continue this till you get to this peg. I'll be right back. So once I've gotten to the second to the last peg, I'm going to want to push my rubber bands down. Okay, so once I've done that, you can see a way to tell this is if you can see that how it has kind of like 2 rubber bands there, you don't want to put a rubber band over that. See how that one doesn't have that? You can have that. See how that one does? You don't want to put one over. So a way that I remember is by looking at that. Because after 50 something rows of this, you're going to get confused. So now, going to the first to second peg, this one, I can finally loop this over the top. But I don't want to do that yet because I want to finish laying all my rubber bands down. I'll be right back with that. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go to the first peg finally and loop this over the top. Now what I'm going to do, this one's not going to be a yellow one because the yellow one is all the way already down here. That's okay. this is going to start the fishtail that's going down here to hold the whole bracelet together. So now I want to go to this peg and bring the black one over the top, this one over the top, and bring it all the way down to the second to the last peg. I'll be right back. So once I've done all these bracelets, I'm going to continue the rotation of laying rubber bands down, skipping pegs, for however long it takes to fit my wrist. It's going to take a lot of rubber bands, so make sure you're prepared for this. Okay, I'll be right back. I forgot to mention that on these two pegs, that now this one finally has two on top of it, so now you can finally bring that one over the top. Okay, get back to doing your bracelet now. So, to clip it together, what you want to do, hang on, how do you do this? Okay, so I remember how. So, what you want to do is you want to take your hook. I need 4. So, I want to take my hook, I want to take these loops, bring them over to the other peg. And then I want to take the bottom 2 loops and bring them forward. And take these bottom 2 loops and bring them forward and continue this till you get up to this peg. I'll be right back. So what I want to do, you're going to need 4 SC oval clips, whatever. I use CS clips. So what I want to do is I want to take one clip, take these bottom loops, mine are black and red, and I want to put the clips on them. So like the normal bracelet, like bracelets that take up the whole loom, is I want to take my hook and then I want to put it through these pegs, and I want to take one rubber band, pull it up through, stretch it, put it on my finger, and then what I want to do is I want to take a clip, put it like on there so it's secure, and then you want to pull it off. So you're not done yet. What you want to do is you want to find 2 rubber bands on the top, put a clip on it, and then and you don't have to do 4 clips. I normally only do them on the 2 ends. On the bracelet that I showed you here, I only put 2 clips on, but also if I do 4, it won't have this gap right here. And then what I want to do is I want to take one rubber band from the bottom, clip it together, and take my second C clip that's right here, find a rubber band on the bottom, right there, then take this and find a rubber band, clip it on, take this and clip it on. Once you are done with those steps, you now have yourself the mustache tail cuff made with 1 loom or 1 row, and it is extremely reversible. You can fold it up so it just looks like 2 hexa fishes. You can leave it up so it's some mustaches. You can do it like that so you just have a bunch of fishtails showing, or you just have like 1 giant fishtail, like a 4th fishtail. But it's extremely reversible, which is good. So you can, if you don't like the mustaches, you can just have the fishtail showing. So that is a mustache. Okay. Whichever way you have your mustache cuff showing, you now have your rainbow loom mustache made on 1 row from the rainbow loom. But if you do not have a rainbow loom, you can do it on the fun loom or the crazy loom or whatever loom you have. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you try it out yourself. I hope you love this bracelet like I do. Unfortunately, this bracelet is too big for me to wear, so I gave it to my little sister. So Rainbow Loom makes great birthday presents or whatever. See you next time. Bye.